Welcome to Don Bosco in a Year podcast.
Day 36. The Dream of 1844. On the second Sunday in October 1844, I had to tell my boys that the Oratory would be moving to Valdoco. But the uncertainty of place, means, and personnel had me really worried. The previous evening, I had gone to bed with an uneasy heart. That night, I had another dream, which seems to be an appendix to the one I had at Becchi when I was 9 years old. I think it was advisable to relate it literally. I dreamt that I was standing in the middle of a multitude of wolves, goats, and kids, lambs, ewes, rams, dogs, even birds. Altogether they made a din, a racket, or better, a bedlam to frighten the stoutest heart. I wanted to run away when a lady dressed as a shepherdess signaled me to follow her and accompany that strange flock while she went ahead. We wandered from place to place, making 3 stations or stops. Each time we stopped, many of the animals were turned into lambs, and their number continually grew. After we had walked a long way, I found myself in a field where all the animals grazed and gambled together and none made attacks on the others. Worn out, I wanted to sit down beside a nearby road, but the shepherdess invited me to continue the trip. After another short journey, I found myself in a large courtyard with porticos all around. At one end was a church. I then saw that 4/5 of the animals had been changed into lambs, and their number greatly increased. Just then, several shepherds came along to take care of the flock, but they stayed only a very short time and promptly went away. Then something wonderful happened. Many of the lambs were transformed into shepherds, who, as they grew, took care of the others. As the number of shepherds became great, they split up and went to other places to gather other strange animals and guide them into other folds. I wanted to be off because it seemed to me time to celebrate Mass. But the shepherdess invited me to look to the south. I looked and saw a field sown with maize, potatoes, cabbages, beetroot, lettuce, and many other vegetables. "Look again," she said to me. I looked again and saw a wondrously big church, an orchestra, and music, both instrumental and vocal, were inviting me to sing Mass. Inside the church hung a white banner on which was written in huge letters, Hic Domus Mea in their Gloria Mea, which means, "This is my house, from here my glory will go forth." As my dream continued, I wanted to ask the shepherdess where I was, and I wanted to know the meaning of that journey with its halls, the house, the church, then the other church. You will understand everything when you see in fact with your bodily eyes what you are looking at now with the eyes of your mind. Thinking that I was awake, I said, "I see clearly, and I see with my bodily eyes. I know where I'm going and what I'm doing." But at that moment, the bell of the church of St. Francis sounded the Ave Maria, and I woke up. This dream lasted most of the night. I saw it all in great detail. But at the time, I understood little of its meaning since I put little faith in it. But I understood little by little as the dream began to come true. Later, together with another dream, it served as a blueprint for my decisions.
Thank you for joining us today on this journey to know Don Bosco. May these reflections deepen our faith, guide us closer to God each day. And hope to see you all tomorrow. Till then, keep seeking, keep praying, keep growing.